These are all the tools that I use to change my tires myself. I'm doing them right now. I'm just gonna go over the tools. Of course, you got your jacks to take off your lug nut wrench, your jack stands, your jack. This is the tool I got from Harbor Freight. It came with this to taking the tire off, and then I made a piece of wood to not scratch the rim. This goes on the bottom, and then this will go on top of the rim, and then this screws down to hold it down. I had another piece of wood to not scratch the top. Um, it's kind of dumb they made it red, but then yeah, it came with this tool to dismount and mount the tire, and then that's where you debead the tire. So that'll get you the tire on and off, and then um, there's this bubble balancer that that's what they used to use back in the day. So um, to re-bead the tire, I got a 7 gallon here that I put it at 100 psi, and I can get that to reseed the bead. I had a 3 gallon tank, but it didn't seem to hold. So this is the bead sealer. This is the black stuff that goes on the tire if your rim's bad. Otherwise, I just like using the mounting paste that I put on the inside of here, and then on like the inside of the rim to help it come off easier and to go on. So I'm putting these tires on right now. I bought these used. You can go online and you can buy used tires for super cheap if you can find them in the right um, size for your car. So I got these for 60 bucks. They're pretty much brand new, so I'm gonna change them myself. I got the paste that, um, and then this is your core to remove the cores of your stem. So there's this cap, and then the core is inside the valve. So the valve's that, and then the core is right there. So this tool is used to screw that out. You can use this for other things too, like cleaning out a tire hole. So this is what I'm putting on. So yeah, like I said, this is your valve, and then this is your tire pressure sensor. So the light in my car is on because these are bad, and I need new tires, so I'm gonna change these out while I'm changing the tires. So here are the weights that go with the balancer there. These are the stick-on weights. There's also these weights that you hammer on. So to remove the old weights, there's this tool that I got. You don't necessarily need this, but it's good to remove these old weights. And I'm gonna put these stick ones on. So this tool here is to remove the valve stems. Good to have a brush to clean up the rims, and then this tool is to help clean up the tires. So then yeah, this is an old valve, and then that's where it sits in your rim, and then right now there's no core in there. So get different sizes of these. There's different lengths, and then the hole that it goes in the rim is different. So have those, and then there's valve extenders I thought would just be good to have in case you need like to have a longer stem. So sometimes you want some of these shorter so they don't stick out. So if like this sticks out over the rim, you can bend them, moving them around. So then for patching the tire, I got these in there. The stick repairs, I think it's good to have the rubber cement too. This is to take them in and out. That's kind of more your patching a tire. And then your gauge here. So this will tell you the tread depths. I mean, you can Google how to use that. It's pretty common sense how a lot of people use the penny or nickel thing with Lincoln's head. So yeah, that's just a wheel weight. You know, your good old tire gauge. some more rubber cement, a good pencil to mark if you're rotating, or you have winter tires if you want to mark on there your front left, front rear, so when you put them back on. And then these are just some patches and plugs you can use. And then yeah, just your caps, have a couple of these. I got some extra lug nuts and studs just because it's kind of tire related. And yeah, this is another valve core tool to remove the valve core out of there. Yeah, just goes in and you twist it. So yeah, then that's having extra cores are good to have. And then these are motorcycle shims to take motorcycle tires off, but I found they work pretty good for doing cars. So it's kind of just a buffer to rough up the tire, the rubber, to make it stick better, and a couple more valves. So that's everything I should need, besides, maybe a few common tools. So another good tip is to have your donut. This isn't the actual donut, but in case you can't get it down, or if you don't have enough time, it took longer your first time to do it, make sure your spare tire is good to go, so you can throw your spare tire on. And if you got to take it to a tire shop to have them seed the bead, if you can't get it on with your air compressor, make sure you have another vehicle you can drive your car up to. I just always have an extra vehicle, but putting the spare on just to have it around in case. I mounted it down though on this wood, otherwise it just comes like that, so you're gonna have to either bolt it down to the ground. So besides the two major tools, you're gonna need, people do it online without this, but it just makes it easier. And then yeah, you're gonna need to balance it. Some people say if you just leave the wheel weights where they are, they come out balanced after you do it. But yeah, it's just kind of an overview. Yeah, the bead sealer, that's the black stuff. The mounting paste, your jacks, and you can get this at most your common stores. These come in different weights, but yeah, they want $50 a tire to replace these. I figure that's pretty easy. Might make a video of that, but those are the tools I use for changing my own tires.